I am so delighted you are here with me today. If you've been feeling like life is out of control, perhaps a little cluttered in your mind or your surroundings, please know this video is your gentle sign, your invitation to hit reset. It is a chance to pause, to breathe, and to choose a new path forward, one filled with more clarity and joy. We are embarking on a special journey together, a 30-day adventure to realign your precious habits, your wonderful mindset, and your inner peace. And the most beautiful part? No perfect start is needed, only an open heart and a willingness to begin. This journey is not about drastic overhauls or adding more pressure to your already busy life. Instead, it is about making small, intentional changes one by one that accumulate into a significant transformation. Think of it as gently tidying your life, much like we tidy our homes, to make space for what truly matters, for what sparks joy within you. Over the next 30 days, we will explore simple yet powerful ways to declutter not just your physical space, but also your digital world, your relationships, and even your thoughts. It's about creating routines that support you, not restrict you. Imagine waking up each day feeling a little lighter, a little more purposeful, and a little more connected to yourself and your priorities. This is the gift you can give yourself. This 30-day reset is an opportunity to rediscover the version of you that feels most authentic, most peaceful, and most joyful. We will take it step by step with kindness and encouragement. So, take a deep breath and let us begin this wonderful process of resetting and realigning, creating a life that truly sparks joy for you. Our journey begins with the space around us, for our environment so deeply reflects and affects our inner state. Let's start with your environment, the beautiful container for your life. The intention for this first part of our reset is to declutter one room, or even just one small area per day. There is no need for anything fancy or complicated, simply an intentional approach to what surrounds you. As you gently clear your physical space, you will find that your mind also begins to feel clearer, more spacious, and more at peace. This connection is truly profound. Think of this as a gentle conversation with your belongings and your home. Does this item support the life I wish to lead? Does it bring a sense of calm or joy? If not, perhaps it is time to thank it for its service and let it go. Even if you feel overwhelmed, please start small. Perhaps it's just your desk today, allowing for focused work. Or maybe your closet, so choosing your clothes becomes a joyful ritual. Or even just your kitchen counter, creating a welcoming space for nourishment. The key is to start, wherever you are. This process is more than just cleaning. It is a mindful practice. Use this time to unplug from the chaos of the outside world, the constant notifications, the endless demands. Now that we have begun to create a more serene physical environment, let us turn our attention to building a foundation of gentle consistency in our daily lives. The next step in our 30-day reset is to create 3 daily non-negotiables. These are small, simple habits that you commit to doing each day no matter what. Think of them as little anchors of stability and self-care in your day, promises you make to yourself and lovingly keep. They are not meant to be burdensome, but rather uplifting. The beauty of these non-negotiables lies in their simplicity and attainability. For example, you might choose to make your bed each morning, creating a sense of order from the moment you rise. Or perhaps commit to drinking 2 liters of water throughout the day, nurturing your body with hydration. Another lovely option could be to move your body gently for just 15 minutes, a short walk, some gentle stretching, or dancing to your favorite song. Choose what resonates with you, what feels supportive. The purpose here is not to strive for perfection or to achieve grand feats. Instead, we are cultivating the quiet power of consistency. Each time you complete your chosen non-negotiables, you are reinforcing a positive pattern, building self-trust, and sending a message to yourself that your well-being matters. These small acts, repeated daily, accumulate into a profound sense of accomplishment and inner strength. They become the bedrock upon which larger changes can be built. In our modern world, our digital lives can often feel as cluttered and overwhelming as a physical space. So for this next phase of our 30-day reset, we will gently turn our attention to our digital habits. It is time for a digital reset, a conscious choosing of what we allow into our minds and where we direct our precious attention. This is a vital step in creating a life that feels truly aligned and peaceful, free from unnecessary digital noise. Let us begin by thoughtfully curating our online environment. For these 30 days, I invite you to unfollow social media accounts or unsubscribe from email lists that consistently leave you feeling drained, inadequate, or anxious. Think of it as decluttering your digital feed, making space for content that inspires, uplifts, or educates you. Be honest with yourself about how certain online interactions make you feel. Your peace is paramount. Next, let's address the constant interruptions. Take a moment to go into your phone or computer settings and turn off all non-essential notifications. The dings, buzzes, and pop-ups can fragment our attention and create a subtle undercurrent of stress. By choosing when you engage with your devices rather than letting them dictate your focus, you reclaim a significant amount of mental energy and presence. This simple act can be wonderfully liberating. Now, consider replacing a small portion of your scrolling time with an activity that nourishes your soul. Chapter 4. Audit your relationships. Cultivating connections that nurture your spirit. As we continue our journey of resetting our lives, it is essential to consider the people with whom we share our energy and time. You simply cannot reset your life fully without thoughtfully resetting your circle of connections. Our relationships are like a garden. Some connections nourish and help us bloom, while others may inadvertently drain our vitality. This chapter is about mindfully auditing your relationships to cultivate a social environment that truly supports your well-being and growth. Take some quiet time for reflection. Ask yourself honestly, who in my life consistently energizes me? Whose presence leaves me feeling uplifted, understood, and inspired? These are the connections that spark joy in your social life. Conversely, consider if there are relationships that regularly leave you feeling depleted, misunderstood, or heavy. This is not about judgment, but about honest awareness of how different interactions impact your inner state. Once you have a clearer sense of this, the next step is to begin setting gentle but firm boundaries where needed. This can be a delicate process, but it is an act of profound self-respect. Boundaries are not about pushing people away. They are about defining what is acceptable and healthy for you, ensuring your own emotional and energetic space is protected. This might mean saying no more often to requests that overextend you, or limiting time with individuals whose energy doesn't align with your desire for peace. Remember to approach this with kindness, both towards yourself and others. Setting boundaries can be done with compassion and clarity. Chapter 5. Money and Mindset. Nurturing financial well-being and inner growth. Our relationship with money and our daily mindset are two incredibly powerful areas that deserve our gentle attention during this 30-day reset. Let us first turn to our financial habits. For the next 30 days, I invite you to simply track your spending. This is not about restriction or judgment, but about cultivating awareness. Just as we become aware of the items in our home when we tidy, we can become aware of where our financial energy flows. You can use a simple notebook, a spreadsheet, or a budgeting app, whatever feels most comfortable for you. Each day, take a few moments to note down what you spent money on. The act of observing, without immediate pressure to change everything, can be very illuminating. You might notice patterns or habits you weren't fully conscious of. This awareness is the first step towards making more intentional financial choices that align with your values and goals, bringing a sense of calm to this area of life. Alongside this financial awareness, let us also commit to consciously feeding our minds with positivity and growth. Your mindset is like a garden. What you plant will grow. During these 30 days, choose to introduce something uplifting into your daily routine. This could be listening to an inspiring podcast during your commute, reading a few pages from a devotional or spiritual text each morning, or dedicating just 5 minutes before bed to reflect on your day and note down things you are grateful for. Chapter 6. Create a simple morning ritual. Owning your day with intention. The way we begin our day can set the tone for all the hours that follow. Therefore, an essential part of our 30-day life reset is to create a simple morning ritual. Your mornings don't need to be elaborate or perfect. They simply need to be intentional. This ritual is a gift you give yourself, a quiet space to connect with yourself before the demands of the world begin. It's about grounding yourself and starting your day with a sense of calm and purpose. Consider what small actions would help you feel centered and prepared for the day ahead. Perhaps it's choosing to keep your phone off or on airplane mode for the first 30 minutes after you wake up. This allows you to connect with your own thoughts and intentions before being inundated with external stimuli. This simple boundary can be incredibly powerful in preserving your morning peace. What a lovely way to honor your own inner world first. You might incorporate a moment of gratitude into your ritual. This could be mentally listing 3 things you are thankful for as you lie in bed, or writing them down in a journal. Gratitude shifts our perspective and opens our hearts to the good that is already present in our lives. Another beautiful addition could be a short walk outside, even if it's just for a few minutes, to connect with nature and breathe fresh air. Chapter 7. Embracing your reset. The journey forward with joy. As we approach the culmination of our 30-day reset challenge, it is important to reflect on the journey we have undertaken together. This 30-day reset isn't truly about changing your whole life overnight, as if by magic. Instead, it is a gentle, intentional process of returning to the version of you that feels most aligned, most present, and most deeply peaceful. It's about rediscovering the joy that resides within you and your surroundings when you make conscious, loving choices. Think of these past weeks as a period of careful tending to your space, your habits, your mind, and your connections. You have been planting seeds of positive change, and with continued nurturing, these seeds will continue to grow and flourish long after these 30 days are complete. The small adjustments you have made, the new awareness you have cultivated, these are the foundations for a life that feels more harmonious and joyful. The true transformation lies not in achieving a perfect outcome, but in the commitment to the process itself. It's in the daily practice of choosing what supports your well-being, what clears your mind, and what brings a spark of joy to your heart. This journey is about progress, not perfection. Each small step you've taken has contributed to a larger shift towards a life that feels more authentically yours. Your future self, the one who benefits from these intentional choices, will thank you for starting today, for dedicating this time to your own growth and peace. Carry forward the practices that have resonated most deeply with you. Continue to ask yourself, does this spark joy? Does this support the life I wish to lead? Let these questions be your gentle guides as you move forward. As we conclude our time together today, I hope you feel a renewed sense of lightness and possibility. This 30-day reset has been an invitation to gently tidy not just your home, but also your habits and your heart, making space for what truly sparks joy. Remember that the feeling of alignment and peace you may be experiencing now is something you can cultivate every single day through small, intentional choices. It is a beautiful practice, a way of honoring yourself and the life you wish to create. The journey to a life that feels truly joyful and serene is ongoing, a continuous unfolding. The principles we have explored, of choosing intentionally, of cherishing what supports us, and of letting go with gratitude, can be applied to all aspects of your life, always. Carry these gentle reminders with you. When things feel cluttered or overwhelming, remember you have the tools to pause, to reset, and to find your way back to clarity and calm. Thank you so much for joining me and Home and Habit on this path. It has been a privilege to share these ideas with you. May your days be filled with moments that make your heart sing, and may your home and your habits always reflect the beautiful peace you cultivate within. Continue to choose joy, and know that you are capable of creating a life that truly delights you.